Happy A People Friday. Here we are at another end of the week. On this A People Friday, I want to focus on employee experience. There's a lot of confusion about employee experience versus employee engagement. And we've been talking a lot here at A People Partner about employee experience and what that means. So I encourage you today on A People Friday to dig deeper and understand how your employees are having that experience within your organization. So a survey from Gallup, and I'm just going to use it word for word, right? So Gallup, and I'll post this article as well, but employee experience constitutes the entire journey an employee takes within your organization. This includes everything from pre-hire to post-exit interactions and everything in between. So looking at that overall, what does your employee experience look like? This is everything, and it starts at candidate experience, right? That pre-hire, it starts at candidate. What does the candidate experience look like? What does the new hire experience and onboarding and orientation process look like? What does their experience look like once they're an employee of your organization? Whether it's been a year, 2 years, 3 years, and what does their experience look like when they're exiting your organization? So in that employee experience life cycle, there are sort of journeys that this article outlines. So attracting, hiring, onboarding, engaging, perform, develop, and depart, right? Those are the criteria that they put in. And it says that the majority of employees' time with the organization will be spent in these 3 stages: engage, perform, and develop. So if you think about that, you engage, perform, and develop. How are you putting in time and effort and resources and money into engagement, performance, and development? Because often what happens is we put that into sort of the attraction piece or the retention piece, right? And then there's nothing left. So how are you engaging your employees? How are you helping them to improve their performance or continue their performance? How are you helping them to develop, to grow, whether that's vertically, whether that's personally, right, professionally, whatever that is? How are you helping them in those areas? Now, where engagement just comes in is it describes the basic psychological needs that must be met in order to perform your work well. So how are you providing them those basic psychological needs so they can perform their work well, right? That's part of the engagement. So look at employee experience, focus on those 3 major areas: engagement, performance, and development. Take a review of how your company handles that. Ask your employees how it's being handled and how they feel it could be done better, or what they think the positives are of how those 3 things are being performed in your organization. If you need support in these areas, there are companies that do surveys. I know HSD Metrics, Devin Broadbent, Devin Broadbent can tell you more about it, but HSD Metrics does surveys for all of the experiences as part of the employee experience life cycle. There are other companies that do that as well. But I also can help and say, here's what your data has yielded. Now let me help you understand and fix that, right? So on this A People Friday, start to make your plan for how you're going to address engagement, performance, and development, and review the whole employee experience for your organization. Your employees will be better off for it, and so will your organization. Look forward to chatting with you again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.